16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports.
16. Oilers, nothing.
On second down, Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On play action, they'll throw. That'll be complete to Cook. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense. The big fella, he's at the 50, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
2nd down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 8. Good track. Track 60.
Throwing is Hurts. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Gun now on third down. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. They come up short here on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
His throw incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 yards there, first down.
Houston.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Running is Swift. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
2nd and 1. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for number 10. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for number 82. Incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
Punt formation.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 21 yards away. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
24, Oilers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st down and 10. At their
the offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 77 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
The McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
On the carry.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
1-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cook. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there out of Cook. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Nick Needham picks it off. He's at the 30. 20.
You know what? Why don't you just start over?
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
11-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Swift. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
The ball carrier.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down, Oilers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
At the 27-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Second down, here's Hurts. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble.
Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the Steelers' 14-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.